I wanted to ask you, before I'm moving on to all the questions that we prepared, is there anything else would you like to show her from other lifetimes?
I just want to show her an image of a lifetime on another planet.
Please do that. And tell me, what does she see now?
She's seeing beings with blue skin, no hair. I think this is Sirius.
Mm-hmm.
I see water.
Mm-hmm.
See so much blue everywhere and lots of exotic flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell me more about it. It sounds fascinating. And I'm also feeling a lot of energy running through me as well.
Yeah. It looks just like really exotic and beautiful, and the energy is just like really kind of fun and peaceful, just lots of joy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just like a higher dimensional plane for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The energy is just lighter and more fun. It's just, I don't know why I'm using the word fun, but it just seems like a lot of joy here.
A lot of playfulness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's making me like see dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of, dolphins are very playful.
Mm-hmm.
So this, I think, really carries energy of dolphins.
Mm-hmm. What else?
I'm feeling a lot of energy now too.
What else do you see? Tell me everything that is showing.
I see rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
I also see ships in the sky.
Mm-hmm. What
And the people,
what color do you see in the rainbow?
I see, it's like a very kind of purpley rainbow, but it also has red and yellow.
Mm-hmm.
It's very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And the people are very beautiful.
Tell me about them.
They don't have any hair. They're very pretty uh, features. They're thin, kind of tall. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I see someone who's like wearing this very like free flowing gown. It looks kind of fancy. Yeah, she seems kind of like royalty in a way. Maybe she's like one of the leaders, or
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about her.
she just seems very confident and kind. She has like a good mix of feminine and masculine energy. Like she is sure of herself, but also kind and nurturing. She
Mm-hmm.
has like a very good balance.
What do you see that she's doing right now?
I see her talking to children, and there's also other adults around them. Like she's talking to a group of people, but right now she's kind of like paying attention to the kids to make them laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think she's definitely kind of the leader of this area. Not like a patriarchal leader, but kind of kind of like the leader of a tribe, except this area looks more modern. There's like unique buildings.
Can you share with me about the structures that you see?
Yeah, like on an organ, there's all those pipes. Like on a piano in church, there's all those pipes. It's like kind of reminds me of that, like a lot of swirling, like it's like those pipes that kind of like rotate around. It's just unique and kind of curvy.
Mm-hmm.
It does look like futuristic. This looks like very like kind of like a fantasy land.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. It's really cool. And I just see lots of blues and purples. Like that is the vibe here, for blues and purples.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anything else that is attracting your attention.
I'm suddenly feeling like there's like sound healing.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more
There's
about.
like a there's like a temple just for sound healing. There's someone like playing this big sound healing bowl.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to be there now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tell me, what do you see and experience?
I'm walking up the steps and I'm going inside. It's like a rounded door, entryway, and there's people sitting around in a circle. Everyone looks very connected
Mm-hmm.
to each other. I sense like, yeah, I get almost like a thread of energy going through everybody.
Wonderful. Tell me more.
He's the man at the front. He's I don't know if it's a man or a woman. I think it is a man.
Mm-hmm.
He's just working at this bowl and just concentrating his energy to be healing to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I almost see the sound like as vibrations in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Mm. Wonderful. Allow yourself to receive the healing. What do you feel that is being healed as you sense that?
Okay, let me see. I feel like it's like clearing my mind or like my third eye. I'm like feeling a lot of energy being sent there.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So allow that to be worked on right now. I want to invite your guides and your master now to start work on your body. May I speak with the subconscious again?
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Would you do a body scan for me?
Yes,
Thank you. Tell me, what do you find?
I'm finding a bit of a shell around her heart.
Can you share with me more about this shell? When did it in place, or what does it affect?
It began to form when she was going through her addiction, the pain from it all, that was the way of coping with it a little bit, was creating this barrier from where she feels.
Mm-hmm.
But she's safe to feel now,
Yeah,
but more fully.
good. So tell me what you're doing as you're doing it.
It's just sending energy to the heart. It has actually been slowly cracking open, and she has been feeling it. It feels like a pressure in the chest. So I'm going to continue to send energy to help it open.
Mm-hmm. How does it look now?
It's opening more and more.
What's inside there?
What's inside is her heart energy,
Mm.
her love center.
Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So allow that to open up and dissolve now. What else is available for healing today?
Also, the crown and the third eye area. It's opened a lot, but there's still some veils covering them.
Mm-hmm.
So I can work on that.
Please, thank you. What are you doing?
I'm just directing healing energy to lift it and remove it.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for all the veils to be lifted.
Yeah. What make it the time?
It just is.
Mm. Okay.
It just is.
Very good. Wonderful. What else are you doing there?
I'm now sending energy to her aura
Mm-hmm.
to brighten it and expand it to its true essence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lifting out the gunk.
The gunk?
Yeah.
What's that? Tell me about that.
It's just like the negative energy that gets stuck
Mm.
in your energy field.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to be cleared every so often.
Mm-hmm.
And in meditation, it often works itself out, but some of it gets lodged in deeply
Mm.
and it's harder to remove.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a strainer, like you're lifting something out from the water and removing it. That's what, like, the visual that's
Mm-hmm.
coming.
Yeah. It's like a big fish net of light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Yeah. Is there any attachment, any cords that holding in energies that are not beneficial?
Yes.
Tell me about them. What's the next topic would you like to talk about?
Hmm. It's Avalon.
Yes, tell me more about that.
Dana had a very important life in Avalon that really shaped her. In Avalon, she actually had 2 lives in Avalon.
Mm-hmm.
The one, she was married to a knight, and she was a healer. Some would call her a sorceress. She studied and practiced with other magicians. It was a very magical place. It was a great time to be alive.
Why it's important for her to know about that today?
Because it is giving her confirmation of who she is and what she's attracted to. It's all for a reason.
Yeah.
She is remembering. Her soul is remembering in this lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to trust her intuition more.
Yeah. Who was screaming for her remember?
What was what?
She was mentioning that somebody was screaming into her mind, into her ears, remember? Yeah, who was it? Was it you or one of the guys?
Hmm.
Or it's not important?
It's not important.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was.
Mm. Okay. But now she's anyway remembering more now. Her soul is being awakened to all of that.
Yes,
Wonder.
I think it was just a kind of sign that she was about to start remembering more.
Yeah.
That this session would help her remember.
Yeah. Very good. Let's take another deep breath. And relax even more, depth of the relaxation, opening up to more memories and more information. Is there anything else about this period of time of Avalon that you would like to share with her?
I'm giving her different images, and I think that will say enough. Different images of the place that just have an energy to them that will help her remember the mist, the grass, the sword, the sky, the castles. She'll keep remembering from this energy. It will help her remember.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Mhm. How long ago was it in Earth time, this period of time of Avalon?
This was about 2,500 years ago.
Hmm. Wow.
This was before the first millennia. This was before Jesus was born.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But this Avalon still exists,
Mm-hmm.
just lays above the surface.
Mm-hmm.
All time lays right on top of each other. All time periods are very accessible.
Mm-hmm. So it's all kind of existing in a parallel way.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that is affecting her in a negative way from that period of time now in her life? Any imprint?
No.
Okay, very good.
A lot of her imprints have been healed.
Okay, is there any more imprint? Can you scan?
I'll do a scan.
Thank you.
There's one imprint.
Tell me about it.
Actually, from this time, there was this man who was quite nasty and abusive, and it's not a serious imprint. It's just like a just bad memories that need to be lifted.
Okay. Would you do that now?
Okay. Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. It's done.
Thank you. She also shared with me, okay, I actually going to ask you because again, we have questions here, but I would like to talk first about the most important one for her today. What's the
Okay.
next thing that you find that we can focus on?
What's the most important?
Yes.
I want to say that first, that her intuition that she's been working with different goddesses and masters is correct. And yes, specifically Isis and Bridget come to visit you often.
Mm-hmm.
You have a connection to them from past lives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's also very important for her to hear about the event.
Okay. Tell me more about that. So, what would you like to start?
I would like to start by saying that it is happening soon. That doesn't mean that the North is going to follow immediately after. But the event is going to bring the biggest wave of energy yet that's going to propel humanity forward. They need this big push forward. And it's been the smaller waves that have been preparing their systems to be able to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to propel a lot of change, transformation, can also cause confusion in those that have not been working on shifting their ideals and doing their work. It's going to be confusing.
Mm-hmm.
But when humanity is ready, the shift in vibration is going to occur. It's going to allow them to see the new earth. It's lying right on top of the old earth. And it's so close. This energy just needs to push them up a little further.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more. What else can you share with us today?
Okay.
Can you share how it's been done?
Well, those that have been working on themselves now,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be much easier to lift for this big wave, to lift their energy to the fifth dimension. Those that haven't been doing work, they're going to be left behind for a little while, just until they're ready. And then once they've gotten there, they will be allowed in. Everyone is allowed to come as long as they're ready,
Mm-hmm.
as long as they've done the work and want to go.
Yeah.
If they don't, they do not have to go.
Mm-hmm.
When people see the image, talk about the image of the splitting of the earth,
Mm-hmm.
it's the splitting of dimensions,
Mm-hmm.
or it's the difference in dimensions and the ability to hop into the next.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But these waves that have been coming are much more powerful than humanity knows.
Mm-hmm. Can you share with me where it's coming from?
It is coming from the solar system.
Mm.
Dana actually had a dream. She was floating in the solar system, watching this energy being sent from the sun to the earth. That was not just, that was an important dream, and that was a message.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for.
Energies, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you're welcome.
Tell me
The
more.
energy is coming from the sun, it's coming from source, it's coming from the stars, it's coming from the planets. Everything is aligning to allow this energy to shift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, from
And
Earth time and perspective of our life now, how long do you feel that the big shift, the big wave that will make the more people to be able to see the new Earth will
mhm,
occur?
I say somewhere within 2 years is probable.
Yeah.
The most probable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what events do you see that is happening until then? That important for us to know today.
There's nothing that important that we need to discuss. Everything is going to be fine. There might be chaos around, but you just don't have to pay attention to it. It won't affect you.
Yeah. So, what do you mean by chaos?
There's lots of changes, nothing that can hurt you, just lots of disinformation coming out, truth is revealed, things are coming up and out of to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
They will keep coming, and it's assisting in shifting everyone's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's a catalyst for the change.
Mm-hmm. Like the politic situation?
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Would you like
just
to
a
tell
lot,
the truth about that? What is coming to the surface?
a lot of lies the government has told humanity, so many cover-ups about space, about extraterrestrials, about Atlantis. There's been so many cover-ups and slowly things will start coming out. I don't know when, but it's coming.
Yeah.
People are getting ready.
Mm-hmm. What about Earth changes?
Earth is purging right now, just like we are. But she's shifting, and it's good.
Yeah.
It may seem scary to some, but it's actually positive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, of course. And is
Else to share.
okay. She also wanted to know about her origin from the stars. Can you tell about that? We saw Sirius a little bit.
Yes, she's definitely from Sirius. Most people who had past lives in ancient Egypt, who had lives in Atlantis, also had lives in ancient Egypt. And those that had both often have Syrian origins.
Mm-hmm.
Not always, but it is common.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Syrian, she has lived in other star systems, but her Syrian origin is the most dominant.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. What can you tell us about the healing centers that we are here to build?
They serve a very important purpose.
Yeah.
Many people are going to need it.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the new way of healing is through energy. It is going to become so much more powerful. It's going to be miraculous. And doctors are going to be really kind of dumbfounded. They'll be happy, but they are going to be dumbfounded.
Yeah.
They're going to say it was that simple. It's so simple. But
Mm-hmm.
as the energies are increasing, this is what's going to happen. They
Yeah.
need to prepare. Everyone is going to be able to be healed in the future if they are willing to be. So that is the healer's jobs, is to provide that.
Yeah.
To provide a safe space, community, learning. It's going to be a very happy place.
How can we upgrade ourselves and tune ourselves to more and more energy to become those healers that are able to help with this way?
I suggested meditation, just asking for the upgrades and the codes, and even you can give them to yourself. All you have to do is intend for it. But if you ask for help, it will just be that much easier.
Mm.
Isis will come. She will help you. Just ask her.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Mhm. Thank you so much, Iris.
You're very welcome.
What else do you suggest to Dana to do regard diet, regard practice, studies?
Okay. Right now, she has been eating vegan.
Mm-hmm.
We suggest for her to continue, just to make sure that she is getting her sources of protein, though.
Mm-hmm.
She's not eating enough protein.
Mm-hmm.
She's just eating like a lot of carbs and vegetables. She needs to get her protein in.
Mm-hmm. What is a good source for protein?
Tempeh, tofu, and soy is not going to be harmful. These are soy products, but they are not going to be harmful.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So those are two really good sources.
Okay.
And I want to say that to eat the carbs are good. Healthy carbs, potatoes, rice, these come from the earth. They're not harmful. Especially if you're not eating a heavy meat-based diet, you can enjoy and eat the carbs. They will give you energy.
Mm-hmm.
Meats will weigh you down, but if your body craves them, you eat the lighter meats, eat the fish, but if it feels right for you, ditch the meat. Don't eat it.
Okay, wonderful. Good.
So for lifestyle, I suggest getting outside in nature as much as possible. Right now, the energy outside is so healing, especially with this springtime energy coming forth. It is very rejuvenating and restoring. Walk in nature, sit in nature, just be outside and connect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wonderful. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Study. Does she need to learn anything? Or
She's always studying.
Mm-hmm.
She loves to soak up information, and I think she, at this point, just study for pleasure. Just if you want to study, study, and if you want to just be and meditate, do that. Just go with it.
Yeah. Okay. How is her practice of meditation? Is it good enough? Or need to pump it up?
She's meditating every day,
Mm-hmm.
just about every day,
Mm-hmm.
and it it's getting more and more expansive. She just needs to just keep practicing and keep at it, and it's just going to get better and better.
Okay, wonderful. Mm, maybe about the new Earth?
Okay?
Can you share with us more information about that people need to know?
The new Earth, I just want to give a quick picture of what it'll be like.
Okay.
The new Earth is going to feel a lot less crowded. It's going to feel much, the community, everyone is going to feel like a so connected, like a brother and sister. The colors will be so much more vibrant. It will be beautiful. Everything is alive. Everything can be connected with. It's going to be a beautiful place. And most important of all is the feeling. You will be the same person, but you are going to feel more peace in your heart more consistently. Right now, we're experiencing that, but it's hard to sustain
Mm.
in the lower dimensions. It's going to be effortless to sustain these higher vibration states.
Mm.
It's going to be really cool.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
When we're on the new Earth, we're also working with guides.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are we working with like guides that are also unseen in a different dimensions, or are we working with guides that are in the same place? How does it work when we are continuing evolving in our consciousness?
We're going to be able to connect with them in even a more physical way. It's going to be much easier to see them, to hear them. It's almost going to be like traveling and like having a visit.
Yeah.
Like it's going to feel like they're coming to visit, like uh, much more. I don't want to use the word concretely, but that's just what's coming to mind.
Yeah.
It's going to be more visible, or I'm not thinking of the right word.
Okay. Okay, I understand. So I have a question
Good.
about the consciousness, that about the entities that are guiding, like the bigger entities that are guiding us, for example. Like
Okay.
like who is guiding someone like Ascended Master that is already in another realm.
So who is guiding the ascended masters?
Yes.
They guide to each other. They're working together because they're all masters of the same thing, but also their focus is all slightly different. So they work together, guide each other, share information with each other. Up there, it's so easy to share knowledge and information.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to connect to source energy that much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ is one of the highest, masters. He's always there.
Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering when the consciousness split. So if it was, um, maybe it's a topic for another time. Um, okay, yeah, I want to focus on that maybe in another time. I feel like it will be good
Okay.
another session in another time to focus just on that because I feel like this session is coming to an end. I don't want to overload Dana's, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Next time.
Next time, let's take another breath.